glass. You know what I forgot this time? My computer. That's okay. We're gonna wing it. We're gonna wing it. I don't have any references. I can't look at my schedule. Excuse me. I forgot my computer this time. So I may or may not run and grab it before 9 o'clock, but we'll see. Welcome to the Old Guys Meadery. If you're just jumping in, I make mead every single week, but every Sunday, every Wednesday, goodness gracious, I don't even know what day it is. Every Wednesday, I go live to show you different stuff of the mead making process. Tonight, we're going to be bottling some mead. It is blueberry lemon mead, or lemon blueberry mead. And I'm incredibly excited about it. I can't wait. I can't wait. It's going to be a lot of fun. Welcome to the Old Guys Meadery. Good evening, Scott, Dennis. Hello, hello, hello. Make sure and like, follow, comment, share. You know the routine. I really would like to get some followers out of this one. So hopefully algorithm works in our favor. I did turn on the adults only button that Scott always yells at me about. We should be good to go. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. So before that, though, we're going to have a little, it's not really a cocktail. It's just a little bit of flavored whiskey. This is Crown Royal salted caramel from Canada. It's pretty gross. It's really sweet, but I have to get rid of it. So it's tonight's drink of choice. Get a little loose. In about 16 minutes, we're going to go bottle some mead right here next to you. So it's going to be really awesome. Scotty Morgan, good to see you. Hello. It should be fun. Kelly, hi. If you don't know what mead is, it's the oldest alcoholic beverage in the world. And I'm not even going to go through it because I know all you guys know that already. We're going to have to wait till a bigger crowd gets here for me to explain anything like that. Thank you, dude. You're the best. It should be a lot of fun. I am simulcasting on YouTube if you prefer there. Follow me in both places, though. The community is on TikTok, but I am also simulcasting on YouTube right below you. So should be a lot of fun. At 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, we will be bottling some lemon blueberry mead, and it's going to be delicious. I know it for sure because I love blueberry, anything, and blueberry mead is, of course, my favorite. This is my favorite mead of all time. This is batch 66, my blueberry mead, as most of you know. I just put up a top 10 video last week, though, so go check that out. It's one of my pinned posts now. That was a lot of fun to make. Batch 119 came out this last Saturday. That's your cherry blossom mead, inspired by Japan. Pretty cool. This coming Saturday is going to be the most manly mead you've ever seen. Getting ready for Father's Day. So stay tuned. You're going to love it. It's going to be the most manly mead you've ever seen. Hands down, I guarantee it. None of that gimmicky stuff. None of that. It's just going to be a man. For a man. A mead for a man. So, stay tuned. And you can share with ladies. But she will grow hair in places you don't want afterwards. That's your only warning that I'm going to give you. So, share it with your ladies with discretion. Good evening. Welcome to the Old Gods Meadery. What do I think for cold crashing for a week? I think that's a really long time to cold crash. I have done it a few times when I'm really panicking, trying to get things going. I typically don't cold crash though. Use time. Mead making takes an incredible amount of patience or an incredible amount of equipment. So if you don't have patience, buy more carboys so you can make more mead and let things sit longer. That's what I think of cold crashing. But yeah, it's I've never had great success out of it, to be honest with you. For those of you who don't know, cold crashing basically is putting something in a refrigerator. And the theory is it slows down everything and it'll settle faster, but... Hello, Nicholas. Good to see you. But yes, as Scotty says, time clears all. Yeah. Welcome to the Old Gods Meadery. I will be bottling mead in 13 minutes live. Lemon blueberry mead. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm very, very anxious to try it. This is one of the Wednesday batches, so this was chosen by somebody in the comments. I don't recall who, and I don't have my computer with me to even look it up. So, I apologize if it was you, but I'm incredibly excited about it. It should be fun. I know we're getting close to the mess up batch. That was Evan's batch, right? I don't remember, though. I don't remember, but it's okay. We're going to have a good time with it. Yeah, you're early. You're early. We are not getting started for another 13 minutes. It should be a lot of fun, though. Scott's in both places. That's freaking me out. That's freaking me out. He's like, it might be a Scott variant watching on YouTube. I don't know for sure. I can't rule it out. But it's freaky. Hello, welcome. If you don't know what Mead is, it's the oldest alcoholic beverage in the world. In the world. Far older than beer and wine. It is the OG of alcohol. And I show you exactly how to make it every single Saturday. In addition to that, every single Wednesday, I go live to show you different steps of the process live. That's what we're doing here tonight. You're going to learn how I bottle mead tonight. So, it'll be fun. Yeah, I would love for the algorithm. All of you just said that you have to hit like until your fingers are tired. I think that's the only way to do it. Until 1 million people come. Once we hit 1 million people, relax your fingers. Take your fingers off the gas, let them relax. Until then, hit like 1 trillion times. That's all I can think of. That's all I can think of. If all of you do that, I guarantee it'll do something. It'll make your fingers tired. But it may help out the algorithm too. I don't know. So. And if you could get Variant Scott to come over and tap your phone twice as fast too, it should be in good shape. I don't know. We'll see. Hello, if you're just jumping in. Hello. There's a few names that scroll through that I did not see, but hello. If I missed your name, I apologize. Good evening. I am currently drinking a little bit of flavored Crown Royal, getting ready for 9 o'clock. We're going to be bottling some mead live. Mead is made in an almost identical fashion as wine, except we use honey for the fermentation process instead of grapes or other fruits. But there are combinations with that and everything in between. Batch 120 for me comes out this Saturday. I've never replicated the recipe, so that's 120 individual batches that I've done and showed you how to do. So give me a follow. 10 pounds of honey. That's enough. That's enough to make some good stuff. To the 500 likes, thank you. I really appreciate that. Dead Irishman. I hope you enjoyed the Irish 3 weeks in a row I did in March. That was a lot of fun. I had a tremendous amount of fun doing that. That's where I made the Irish coffee mead. We made the Irish marmalade mead for St. Patrick's Day. And then we made the Irish green mead, which is right here. Your green spirulina mead. That was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I am going to replicate that here in a few weeks. But it's going to be United States. 3 weeks in a row of the United States meads. I can't wait. That's going to be a lot of fun. And then that schedule wraps up. We're going to be starting a brand new schedule in July. And I'm incredibly excited for it. Oh, by the way, I think Dennis is the only one here that it applies to right now. So, Dennis, I hope you're paying attention. You're going to have a mead coming your way at the end of September. So, just FYI. a little tease for you there. I forgot to tell you the other day. But it should be fun. So yeah, if you want me to send you some mead, there's one way to do it. Well, there's two ways to do it. One, become incredibly nice to me. And when I consider you a friend, I'll send you some. But the easier way to do it, put a really cool comment in the pin post of pop culture. I'm starting a pop culture series in July. and I need some ideas. So I'm starting off with a Skyrim mead, and then every mead after that I do in that category is going to be made by suggestions from you guys. So if you put a really cool comment, if you've been influenced by anything pop culture, video games, TV shows, movies, songs, bands, whatever it is, and I choose it and I make a mead out of it, I will tag you across the process, give you credit for it the entire way, and I will ship you a bottle of it at the end for free on me. So don't forget to like a trillion times until your fingers are tired. Follow if you're not already. Share and comment a lot, especially when I start bottling some mead tonight. I'm going to push the camera back a little bit so you guys can see it, the whole setup. I won't be reading your comments, so you guys can go ape. You can say whatever you want, and I won't care. Anything pop culture. I've already started some crazy ones that I'm not going to tell you about until it's time to reveal them. But yeah, anything pop culture. Put a comment up there so I remember what it is and who you are. I have a few scheduled. I have a few started. You're going to be pushing into probably November if you pick one now and I choose it, but it's coming. There's already some great ideas up there, so go check it out. Influence yourself. It should be a lot of fun. Welcome to the Old Gods Meadery. Made the Baja Blast mead. What do I think of the person or the mead? Because those are two different questions. I like to experiment. I don't do anything goofy like that with sodas. The closest I've ever been, I tried to make a root beer mead. I used actually sarsaparilla root, though, which is what they used to make root beer out of. I don't take sodas and turn them into meads. I'm also not against it. You want to do something like that? Go ahead. I don't care. I don't judge people. Mead making is subjective. It's an art form, and you can do anything you want. The person you're probably referring to, though, is incredibly money hungry and fights against the rest of this community. I offer all of my recipes for free. You see exactly how I do my process every single Saturday, including the recipe. Everybody that is here does the same thing. Scott, who is the most amazing mead maker I know, is in the comments right now, made a Discord. If you're not in it already, join it. It's a free environment to go and ask questions. And there's mead makers of every skill level over there. Brand new ones, veterans, all of us ask questions, all of us answer questions. There's also lists for equipment if you want to buy your own equipment. There's lists for yeast chart that breaks down like all of the tolerances of alcohol and temperature and flavor palettes of yeasts. There's a commercial page where you can order from awesome meaderies all over the country that we've heard about and get mead shipped directly to your house. All of it is free because it's a community sharing ideas and sharing our passions. The person you're talking about doesn't believe in that. So, I'll leave it at that. Because I'm in a good mood. We've got 5 minutes left. We're going to be bottling some mead live. Make sure and follow and share. Hit like a trillion times. It's working. It's working. I believe in you. Of course, join me every single Saturday. I come out with a brand new batch of mead. Batch 120 comes out this Saturday. I've never replicated a batch. I have never replicated a recipe. I have never missed a Saturday. Batch 120 comes out this Saturday. That's 120 individual meads out there in the interwebs for you for free. You can replicate it yourself exactly. And I'm always available to ask questions too. If you're not comfortable asking in a Discord, you can shoot me a direct message. I answer 100% of them. Batch 120 this Saturday. It is the most manly mead you're ever going to see. You're never going to see a more manly mead than that. Yeah, I change my tempos pretty often, but yeah, that one I'm going to leave up because that category is going to thrive. I'm starting the whole new schedule in July, and I'm incredibly excited about it. So, the other categories, I'm going to do the 13 colonies. I'm going to do one mead per state of the original 13 colonies. Some of them are going to be flavor palettes or ingredients that were around during the Founding Fathers. Some of them are going to be more modern stereotypes. But the first 13 colonies is kicking off with Virginia in July. I'm also going to start a Norse Gods and Goddesses series. So in that rotation, I will be making a mead that I think is worthy of a very specific Norse god or goddess, starting with the goddess Freya in July. Incredibly excited. And then the pop culture series will also start at the end of July with your Skyrim Mead. So actually, I think that one might start. I don't remember. That might be earlier July. But your Skyrim Mead will hit in July. And then after that, you guys take over. I will be picking suggestions from those and inspire flavors, and it's going to be awesome. How long do I leave in the secondary? Most of my stuff sits a very minimum of 3 months, closer to 5 in a very majority of the cases, though. What is the shortest till you drink the mead? Can you rephrase that question? The reason why I make one batch a week, though, is because I'm incredibly impatient. I don't like stuff sitting and waiting. So mead takes a long time if you want to do it properly. I don't use any chemicals. I don't use any rapid agents. I don't use any cold crashing. I don't pack sweeten. I make mead in the most simplistic form that I can, and it takes time. In about 2 minutes, we're going to get started. It should be fun. How long does it last for you in the bottle aging? I have stuff very, very, very many years old. The stuff behind me on these shelves here is from 2016, 2017, if that makes any difference. I'm never going to open those, though. Those are my legacy meads. You can make mead in 20 days. You can ferment it, and I would say traditionally, probably historically, a lot of people drank it at that stage. The alcohol is produced, and you will get drunk from it. However, it'll taste weird. The yeast will still be dissolved in the actual mead, and you will be drinking all of that as well. The whole point of letting it take time is so all that stuff settles, so you get nice, clear products like this. But yeah, you can ferment it and then drink it right away. It won't be gassy. The way to make it gassy is to actually, in the bottling process, the easiest way to do that. In the bottling process, you can actually put a little bit of honey or other sugar source in there. And the theory is, if you still have yeast that's dissolved in a liquid, even if you can't see it, it will eat those sugars. And yeast does two things when it produces, or when it eats sugar. It produces alcohol and carbon dioxide. So the theory is it'll produce that carbon dioxide, and that carbon dioxide will still be dissolved in your mead. And then when you open it and it's released to the air, and that carbon dioxide can come out of solution just like champagne. That's what makes champagne work. So that's the way to make it carbonated. If you want to try it, you can also pop corks that way. So be careful. Anyway, I'm going to move the camera around. Scott, Dennis, and I are going to argue if it's straight or not, and then we're going to get started. We're going to be bottling some mead. All right, see you in a second. Let's do it. I'm hoping I can get my little post-it note here to stay. All right, what do we think? Mr. Scott, Mr. Dennis, straight enough? I think we're straight enough. I am going to ask you guys to hit like as many times as you can while I'm on there. Which right? My right? Your right. I feel like that's pretty centered. I know YouTube is a little... There we go. There we go. There you go. Okay, perfect. All right, real quick, here's your agenda. I'm going to ask you to hit like a trillion times while I'm working. I cannot see your comments from here, so please comment, continue to comment, talk to each other, make fun of me, whatever it takes. Hit like a million times, comment as much as you can. Let's get the algorithm going. While I'm doing this, this whole process will take less than 10 minutes. So I'm going to introduce myself like you just got here. I'm going to do the whole process. We're going to taste it, and I'll tell you what I think, and then I'm going to say goodbye. But don't leave. I'm just going to swing back over. That's so I can edit the video in one making sense video for tomorrow. I'm going to move the camera back to where we were, and we're going to chit-chat for a little while we taste it. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Thank you so much for letting me be here, guys. So, skull. Here we go. Welcome to the Old God's Meadery. Tonight we're bottling mead live. This is my lemon blueberry batch, batch 17 of our live batches. I'm incredibly excited about it. I actually don't think that's true. This is batch 11. You silly goose, that was upside down. Batch 11, so we're going to get started. I'm going to be bottling this mead. We're going to cork 3 of the bottles. And then I'm going to try the mead here live. This has been racked for about 5 months. A little bit more. And I'm incredibly excited about it. If you guys have followed me before, I love blueberry mead. I have never made a blueberry lemon mead. I know as cliche as that is, I've done hundreds of batches. I've never made a blueberry lemon. This is the first one. So we're going to use this mini siphon to just transfer into our 750 milliliter bottles here. This is a glass carboy, 1 gallon glass carboy. These mini siphons actually come with a regulator on the tip. I broke it off because I hate it. I hated it. I like the hand pump stuff. So we're going to get started. Hand pumping gives you more control, in my opinion. The downside of hand pumping is you can oxidize your mead, theoretically. You can put in a little bit too much air. I don't think we're going to have a problem with a gallon batch, though. I don't think we're going to have a problem. We might have a problem with some spilled bottles tonight, but I have some paper towels on the side. We're ready to go if we spill stuff. It happens. As you see, it's only going to take several pumps. Easy to do. And there's almost no air going in at all. Take time. Take your time. Do it the way you want to do it. Keep your regulator on there. If you've seen my videos, every Saturday I come out with a new mead making video with a brand new batch of mead. I use gravity when I'm transferring the rack with this exact same siphon. So the theory behind it is if you have that regulator on there, you can just raise this glass carboy up. And then pump once, gravity will pull it in there until you release that regulator. It's kind of like a juggling act until you get used to it. But that's the proper way to do it if you don't want to hand pump stuff. I like to hand pump stuff. I literally feel like it's more accurate. I can control the volume, I can control how fast it's going, and I can control when it stops. The regulator, you can do that. You can do all those things. It's just not how I like to do it. You just see this is an incredibly fast process. It is just a beautiful color, but we'll discuss that when we get further in. We're halfway done. And we've had 0 spills so far, so I'm incredibly grateful and excited for that. If you don't know what I do, I make mead. If you're just jumping in, I make mead every single week. Every single Saturday, I come out with a brand new batch of mead that I've never made before. I don't ever replicate recipes, and I never miss Saturdays. Batch 120 comes out this Saturday for Father's Day. It's the most manly mead you're ever going to see. Not that you've seen so far, that you're ever going to see. I guarantee it. Last week's batch was batch 119, inspired by Japan. It was my cherry blossom tea mead. Came out beautiful. If you missed it, go back and watch those videos. Like them, love them, share them. Give me a follow for sure. I do that every single Saturday. 120 batches worth straight. Alright guys, we are nearing our end here. That's it. Our bottling process is complete. I'm going to take this guy and set her aside. You could get another like half bottle out of that. There is going to be some sediment in there. But most people don't care. This is a 2-lever corker. 2-lever corker. Double lever handled corker. Cork goes right in this little hole right here. These are incredibly easy to use. It takes a little bit of elbow grease. You just put the cork in there, and this little guy with a little bit of elbow grease shoves that cork down. And now that mead is good to sit there and age for as long as you want to do it. On my Saturday videos, you'll see me put labels on all these. I don't label these Saturday batches. These Saturday batches are chosen by you guys in the comments. Next week, we're going to be starting a new mead, so start thinking. I'm going to be asking for some flavor ideas. But not yet. And then these temporary corks, you can buy these at Walmart in little like 6-packs. They're fantastic. If you want to sip on something and you're going to drink it the next day or two, those are the way to go. All right, guys. This is it. We did it. I am so incredibly excited about it. If you don't know, blueberry is my favorite mead of all time. Lemon just enhances everything that it touches, right? So lemon blueberry mead seems like it's going to be the best mead ever. You can see the color is beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. As I was starting that, I could smell the lemon. It's really potent. It smells like lemonade. It is incredibly clear. I'm very excited about it. Let's try it. Okay. I had really high expectations, and it's good. It's not better than my strict blueberry, though, and I'll tell you why. I think too much lemon. I don't remember how many lemons I put in here. Probably 3. And like I said, I don't have my computer with me to pull recipes up. But I think it's the lemon. The smell is a little overwhelming. It gets you... I don't want to say like cleaning like supplies, but that's kind of what it reminds me of. Because the smell is so potent. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Still a good mead. It's still incredibly refreshing. I like it. But the lemon is outweighing the blueberry, if that makes sense. It's outweighing it. It's too strong. I think if the lemon was a little bit lighter and it mixed better, a 50-50, it'd be perfect. It'd be perfect. But it's not that. It's close to perfect, though. I'm going to drink it anyway. So, thank you so much for joining me. If you're watching this live, stay tuned. I'm going to move the camera. We're going to chit-chat a little bit longer. If you're watching the recording of this, thank you so much for letting me be here, and thank you for watching this far into the recording. I go live every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, to show you every step of the mead making process live. And then I come out completely separately. I come out every Saturday with a brand new mead. Batch 120 comes out this Saturday, the most manly mead you are ever going to see. Not that you've ever seen, that you're ever going to see, I guarantee it. So come back this Saturday. And then watch all of my previous Saturday videos. Last week was your cherry blossom mead inspired by Japan. And it is beautiful and delicious. If you like a really good tea mead, that's perfect. It's perfect. Thank you so much for letting me be here. I am so incredibly honored to share my passions with you. Like, follow, share. You know the routine. I'll see you guys all next Wednesday. But you'll see me this Saturday. Skull, guys. Thank you so much. Alright, we did it. We did it. I don't want to say I'm disappointed, because I'm not disappointed. It's not disappointment. It is, I don't know, maybe sadness? Maybe a little sadness. I really had high expectations. I really wanted this one to be like the best mead ever. I want it to be the best mead ever. And it's just not. It's not. Have I done peanut butter mead? I sure have, and stay tuned. You got something coming your way in the next month and a half-ish. Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's good. But it's not as good as I wanted it to be. Does that make sense? That kind of makes sense, right? Hello, Sarah. Good to see you. Oh, man. It's okay. Songwells, yeah. It's alright. It's alright. I mean, it's still pretty. It's still incredibly beautiful. Look at that. It looks like a beautiful wine. It's just a little strong on the lemon side. A little strong on the lemon side. I think everybody's seen most of it, but I'll give you a tour, absolutely. Some of the stuff you're going to see, though, are secrets. But that's why I don't label stuff. I'll take you on a quick tour, though. So, the beginning of my bar here. And my bind room that is personal to me. I actually have some stuff like wood burned into it, but it's really hard to see on camera. I'll try to get some better pictures of it. You recognize this part of the bar. That's usually where you're seeing videos from, right there. And then I have my racks of mead. Everything's a little unorganized right now because I'm preparing for the new. I'm minimizing the live batches, and I'm preparing for July's schedule change. And then you got these guys here. That's my newer setup that I'm still kind of working on. I'm still playing with. Just a background. You'll see me very often sitting here like this. And that's it. That's the whole bar. I made everything that you see with the exception of that chair you just saw. And that big sign that's right there that says the Old Guys Meadery. I was gifted that by my best friend here that made it for Christmas for me several years back. And that's everything. Yeah, this is resin. I made everything you see here is made out of pallet wood. So the entire bar is made out of pallet wood. And all of... Sorry, guys, you're really crooked now. I'm trying to fix you. All the shelving and stuff you see, you can kind of tell once I mention it. It's made all out of pallet wood. I stained everything, and then this was resin covered. Yeah, so I have 16 carboys designated just for the Saturday batches, and an additional 12 dedicated to Wednesday batches. I'm shifting those numbers around, which is why you saw those gaps in there. In another, like, 6 weeks, though, everything will be back to normal. Yeah, I mean, I'll try to. So, I made all of the framework for the bar, which it's in 4-foot chunks, just like a pallet is. So I use those the support frames from pallets to make the actual like skeleton of the bar. Everything you see below me were just the slats. I dyed them all, and then I kind of stepped them so they kind of look like bricks. And that was the hardest part, actually, was making sure everything was level there. As for the bar top, I made it separately. I got a big, like, 12-foot tarp in my garage, laid it out. I put all of the pallet wood and sanded it all like crazy. It took forever. I laid out the actual structure, L shape of the bar, and I made 2 layers of pallet wood interconnecting so it just got some strength. And then I brought it inside after it was all resin, or all stained, and I wood burned it. I have Nordic runes across the whole thing. I have a lion's head here, which is more of a personal family story, and a couple compasses from the Nordic era to guide my mead. Every single batch of mead you've ever seen, and I don't know if I've ever disclosed this before, sits in a 2-gallon fermenting bucket on top of those guided runes. And then I resined it inside, which was a little mistake. I got a little bit on the floor, a couple drops here and there, and it's like permanent. Like I've scraped it up best I can and like dulled it. But yeah, it. What's up, Evan? Good to see you. And then resined it, and that was relatively easy. The trick to resin, make sure everything is very level, because it's just like water. It will go where it's deepest. But it was like, I could do it much better a second time, like after I tried it once, but it's so much work, I wouldn't do it. I was so happy with this product. Resin is a fun thing to work with. If you've never worked with it, it's a fun thing to work with. But yeah, I just use like masking tape. The front of the bar here, you can kind of see, has a little rim here. I built that just by sanding down pallet boards. The other side, the side closest to me, I made a lip so I could put these actual drink mats down for spill mats, like you actually see at a bar. And then I used masking tape to make a ledge, like a 1-inch ledge up, and that held the resin in as it dried. And then when I clipped that off, I just sanded everything down and polished it. It took a long time. Thank you. Thank you. It took a long time. I don't show it off very often. That was more of, for me, it was more of a journey. It was a personal journey because I had this in mind. I had, I mean, not this. I never dreamed that this would be possible. But I had it in mind that I wanted to make a presentation, and I knew it had to be perfect. And yeah, I spent a long time working on that to earn the right to make a video behind it. So I had to earn it for myself. Can I show it again? Sure. As long as the rest of you guys aren't getting bored. And you don't see any of my secrets. Ah! Sorry, knocked over empty bottle. Nordic rune, I made like a, you know, little Viking shield kind of things here. And again, this is another lion's head. There is one, I wonder if you can see it. If I try to show it to you. Can you? I don't think you can see. Yeah, you can't see it. I don't think you can see it. I'm trying to show like the actual. You can kind of see it. I don't think you can see it. Scott says you can see it. So, yeah. And then through the bar, like I said, this is just all pallet wood. So this is just some like gray stain, and then I used black stain across the top. So to give it that really dark, like oak looking. My racks. Not everything's there, if you're trying to count stuff. And then my new setup that I'm still working on. Right around the corner there. Right around the corner. But thanks, I really appreciate you asking. Like I said, I spent a long time working on it. It was a project of passion and love. And yeah. I feel great about it. It's one of the coolest things I've ever made by a long shot. Yeah, you might have saw the old bay. It's over there. It's over there. But thank you. I like it. I enjoy it. And I spent a lot of time here. It was it's been a struggling few days. It's been a rough couple of days. I'm gonna be honest with you. But I went live this afternoon from outside. I reposted that. I don't expect anybody to watch it. It was on a whim. I just wanted to get outside, and once I was outside, I was like, I want to hang out with my buddies. So I went live because I knew you guys would show. Dennis showed up. Scott showed up. Yeah. Hung out, and I felt a lot better afterwards. It's sometimes getting in nature, talking to people that you equally care about, always boosts morale. So I was really looking forward to tonight too, and have awesome mead. Your lemon blueberry mead. How was your day? That's the most important part. You guys don't know it. This is my happy spot. This is where I go, and I am me. And if you don't have a spot for yourself where that happens, find it. It's so refreshing and motivating. It's really important to have it. Full of meetings. I'm sorry to hear that. There's nothing worse than meetings, especially when they can be done over an email, which what our most meetings are. The mint mead is still coming. I think I don't think you were here yet, but I mentioned I totally forgot my computer. I don't have it with me, so I don't know exactly when, but it's got to be around the corner. fishing piers. Yep, that's a good one. That's a really good one. So this is just a wall bar. Like on that side, I have, it's more of an entertaining space, mostly for my oldest daughter. So some couches, a ping pong table. All I have is like this corner. I also catch sunburn when I'm fishing. That's funny. Okay, I'll take note of that for sure. Shoot me a message and remind me of that though, so I don't tag the wrong one. Oh, all right. I did not make the axe. No, the axe I did not make. I didn't purchase that. That was another gift. This, however, though, I don't know if you can see this. So this is Scott. Scott's really gonna appreciate this one. I've never talked about this either. This is a cane, a walking cane that my grandfather made. He was a World War II veteran and was at Normandy several days after D-Day, several days plus D-Day. Tank driver, and his tank hit a mine, and he was severely injured. His best friend was named Paul, and was killed in that tank. My father was named after him. I was named after my father. And that is a cane that he carved before his death out of wood. And these are his dog tags from World War II. So, that is the blessing part of my bar. And another reason why I built this place. Don't get sad. It was supposed to be a motivational story. You guys are getting all sappy tonight. Welcome to the Old God's Meadery. If you're just jumping in, I make mead every single week. You already missed me bottling mead tonight, but I'll make some brand new mead this Saturday for you. The most manly mead you've ever seen. Yep. It's a little bit messy. I'll show you the other side too. So there is my mead rack also in progress. Stop looking at the broom. And then that's my grandfather's flag and plaque right there, including his Purple Heart. So he survived, but eventually died of war injuries years later. Before I was born. I never got the pleasure of meeting him. Hello, welcome to the Old God's Meadery. I make mead every single week, every single Saturday, brand new batch of mead. I've never replicated a recipe, and I've never, ever missed a Saturday. Batch 120 comes out this Saturday. That's 120 individual batches that I've made with different recipes, all of them free. I show you exactly how I do it. It's going to be the most manly mead you have ever seen in your life. Yeah, you guys got the exclusive story tonight. I don't know who initiated those conversations, but good for you. You got me to open up. That and a little bit of Crown and a little bit of lemon blueberry mead. What a good night. See, the happy place. This is where you go and center yourself. A mead giveaway. I do mead giveaways. So if you don't know, I have a pin post called Pop Culture up top. If anything has ever influenced you, whether it comes to video games, TV shows, movies, songs, if anything pop culture influences you, put it in the comments in that pin post. If I choose yours to inspire a batch of mead, I will tag you across the process and I will send you a bottle of it for free when it's all done. I don't sell meads. I'm not commercially licensed to sell. I do the next best thing, though. I show you exactly how to make it for free. Hopefully one day, the end goal is Scott and Dennis and I open a meadery. A licensed commercial meadery. Don't you worry. Nick, you're more than happy to include yourself. Let's do it. 4 dudes open a meadery. I think it's more plausible that way. Yeah, I've done 119 different flavors so far. Well, if you don't have to copy anything, you can just use mine as base recipes or inspiration recipes, whatever it takes, or spark new ideas of your own. The whole point is to share the love and really expand this amazing passion that I have, this amazing community that has welcomed me and many, many others. All right, gentlemen. I assume everybody here is a gentleman. Or ladies, whatever. It's about 9:30. I'm going to start wrapping things up. I will be back tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. 7 a.m. I want to get everybody's reaction on tonight's video. I'm going to try to download it right after this one, hopefully repost it. I had no problems with this afternoon's repost, but sometimes Wednesday night reposts are weird. But I'll be back tomorrow just to rehash everything that happened tonight and also really bubble up this Saturday. Saturday's mead is going to be the most manly mead you have ever seen. So stay tuned. It'll be out early Saturday morning. I hope you love it. I can't wait. And then I'll be live again Sunday morning, 7 a.m. to get your reaction from that awesome mead. So come back all those times. I'll try to go live in between if I can. But definitely tomorrow morning, definitely Sunday morning. So I will see you guys all real soon. As always, thank you so much for letting me be here. It's been an absolute pleasure. I had an amazing time tonight. And you guys got me to open up. You got me to open up a little bit. So, get some sleep. And I'll see you in the morning. I'll lecture you tomorrow about making people smile. And good night. More importantly, Skull. Thank you so much for letting me be here, guys. It's been an absolute pleasure. I'll see you in the morning. Get some sleep.